Okay, per request, I'm going to show you how to cook Cornish hen, and I'm going to do two different recipes. I'm going to kill two birds with one stone, literally. Okay, so I just took them out of the refrigerator, washed them down, and I have these. I put some butter spray down so it won't stick and everything. But I'm going to season them first and let them sit. I'm going to season them, and the first one is a Cajun Cajun, I don't guess, Cornish hen, okay? You gotta forgive Eli back there too, okay? So, this is real life, people. Okay, so what I've done here, to put in here, it's a Cajun injection that I've got. You know, when you have the turkey stuff, let me show you what it, I thought they had that logo, yeah. Cajun injector, so you can see that you can get whatever flavor you like. This is kind of a, this is kind of a Cajun one, and I strained some Italian dressing into this bowl here because I've got a new one coming, but this one right here, it doesn't let the stuff that's in the Italian dressing come out as easily. So I had to strain it to make sure that it works, okay? So here we go. Here, I'm just going to inject this little baby like this. Okay, so you see it being injected here. And because it's not like a turkey or a chicken, you got to be very careful about, you know, just doing it in little spurts, okay? So you see that? It comes out and kind of just wiggle it around. Okay, so you just want to inject it here and here. So I like a lot of season, so, ooh. That didn't mean to happen, but I'm throwing that box away, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so you see here, it's an injecting here. So I'm gonna get the breast of it here. Okay, and be careful not to make a complete mess. That never happened before. And get the little wings and legs and all of that. So you get the point. So I'm just gonna inject this all over this way. And this is going to be the Cajun one here. Okay, so it's got a little stuck. So you get that point. Okay, so I'll be doing that all over. And then the rest of it, I'm just gonna pour it over it like this. So I'm gonna continue injecting it, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna just show you. So I can let them marinate. So I'm gonna do this, just the remainder. No big deal, okay? More flavor. It's not real salty, that injector stuff. So, and I'm gonna go inject it just a little bit more because I want to get the wings and the legs. So, and get that all in there. And because this one is the Cajun one, I'm gonna use some Tony's to kind of season it with, okay? And this one I'm gonna be stuffing with dressing. So I'm gonna make the dressing while they are marinating, and just put this up here. Okay, just however, I can't really tell you, teaspoon, just whatever you like. This is the way I like mine. So, and then I got the Slap Your Mama with the white pepper, so it's kind of hot. So I like hot stuff. So if you don't like hot stuff, just use regular black pepper, okay? And it'll work just fine. Okay, so got that, and then because I couldn't really get the Italian dressing in there the way that I wanted to, I'm gonna actually put some Italian. He won't let the neighbors be great. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna actually put some Italian dressing on here because I love the way that tastes with the turkey and all that kind of stuff. This is gonna be so good, super good. Okay. And Eli wants to be in the video today. Okay, so that's gonna be super good. That's enough. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on it too. Okay. So again, this is kind of one of those things. How do you like your stuff? This is how I like mine. So that step is so not necessary, and I'll be stuffing it once I complete this. Okay, so I'm gonna let this rest over here. Oh, I didn't put any garlic on here, so I'm gonna just put some garlic powder. Hey Eli, we're trying to shoot a video here. Hush it up. Are you gonna go in your kennel? He understands kennel. So he's growling at me, he's mad, who cares? Okay, so there's a little garlic here. And, hey. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit. wash my hands. Apologize about Eli, but you know what? Don't listen to him. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? So this one is going to be a lemon, garlic, rosemary one, okay? So again, you don't put this kind of season on this. So over here, this one is going to be, and you put olive oil on this because remember I got liquid on this one, so I'm going to put olive oil on this one to make everything stick here. And so it could be kind of brown, you know, when it browns, it'll brown it really, really well. This one won't have a problem because it's injected with all that stuff, but you want to put olive oil on there. I'm going to put some garlic powder, okay? Garlic powder, just however much you want. And some sea salt, okay? However much you want, okay? That's up to your discretion. So when I write out the recipe for you, I'm just gonna put salt and pepper and you put your desired, you know, okay? So making sure that's all there. Then some pepper here. My hands are slippery. Okay, so you can use gloves, but I don't like using gloves. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. That ought to do it. Yeah, that ought to do it. Okay. And some garlic. I'm gonna use the minced garlic for this one, okay? So I'm just gonna rub it all over like this. And I'm gonna put some in here, rub it all over. Okay, so because I'm not injecting this one and you want the season to kind of get in here a little bit, you might want to, you know, raise up the skin a little bit without breaking it too much and putting it here. But I'm gonna stuff this one actually with the lemon and the rosemary, okay? So I'm gonna put some garlic cloves in here. Okay, they're gonna cook down, so no worries about that. And I'm gonna put some basil on this one. You see how the difference in the ingredients here? Gonna have two different, totally different flavors on these, totally different, okay? So it's really your preference of what you want. So I'm just showing you both at the same time, okay? And that's that. Put a little paprika. Hands are a mess. A little paprika here. Okay, paprika just kind of brings a little color to it and a little seasoning as well. So put a little paprika because to add a little color. All right, so I could put onions in here. This is some chopped up onion, celery. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in here like that. Don't need a lot. But for the inside, I'm gonna use a small pearl onion. Okay, so I'm gonna stuff it with the pearl onion in there. Okay. And I'm going to squeeze this lemon over it, give it that lemon flavor, and then I'm going to put the lemon in there, okay? So again, I'm going to squeeze it with the lemon, let the lemon juice get all in there, then I'm going to put the lemon in there, okay? So that's probably enough. It's a little bird, but you can probably use a whole lemon for a chicken, right? And it's going to have a great, great flavor. Also going to stuff these rosemary in here if I can. Okay. So leave those people alone. Okay. I'm going to stuff the rosemary in it just like such. Okay. It's going to have some great flavor. Oh my God. And I'm going to put another garlic in. Okay. That way. So this is stuffed. You see that? I got it all stuffed with lemon wedges and rosemary, garlic. So when you eat it, you can, you know, definitely take that out if it doesn't cook down, okay? And when you cut it, it's gonna come out anyway. So that one's that. And I don't know why I feel like it needs more seasoning, but it probably doesn't, okay? If anything, I feel like it needs salt. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little more salt because I don't want no bland chicken, okay? That's just my personal preference, okay? So let me wash my hands and I'm gonna put some more salt. I am jamming the Boss Women Cook playlist. You can get yours on bosswomencook.com, okay? jamming playlist there, and I'll put some in
back.
here. And I've let them marinate a little bit. Got the stuffing already, and I just followed the instructions on the box. And they don't have, it doesn't have to be all the way done because you're gonna stuff this baby and it's gonna cook in there. So we're just gonna stuff it as such. Okay, get it all the way down in there. Okay, stuff. Okay. Okay, so easy peasy. And see why you don't need that much of it, because I think I used that box about 3 or 4 times, so you don't have to use the whole box. So it smells good too. So just stuff it to capacity. Okay. Do that. I have a little bit left as well. Okay. So easy, right? Easy peasy. And make sure that it's not just sticking out, because it'll come out a little bit when it's cooking. So you want to just make sure you stuffed it all the way in there and just kind of pat it that way, okay? Because it's going to do something here. All right. So there we have that, all stuffed, all seasoned, all marinated. Put my butter back on there, and my butter on here. And now we're ready to go to the oven. And you can see here, I kind of sort of cleaned up my mess. That's what kind of deters people from cooking, because you have all this stuff around. I know it drives me insane. So I wash dishes as I cook, okay? So you won't have this just, you know, monstrosity of mess while you're cooking. So definitely clean your dishes, wash as you cook. I'll have the kitchen spick and span when these go in the oven, okay? So that's a little tip you can do. So, all right, tastes good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of chicken broth so it doesn't stick. Just a little bit, okay? And make sure that's moist. Just a little bit. Just make sure we got some liquid here to kind of steam up. I've already, like I said, 350. So you can cover these if you want, or not. I'm not gonna cover them today, but you can cover them. Just make sure that you uncover them, and then last like 20 minutes. I'm gonna put these in here for 45 minutes to an hour. Make sure that they're good and done. And I don't think it's gonna dry it out too well. Okay. So put that in there. Next side, and this one again. I'm not covering today. So, and let those babies go for 45 minutes. I'll check it at 45. Okay. All right, so easy peasy. And I'm gonna actually look at it in 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm gonna look at it to see how we're progressing, all right? So I'm gonna clean up and I'll see you in a bit. The full recipe for the collard greens are on the website, so I don't need to show you how to do those, but I do have my neck bones in here. And I can see you can do things, you can time things so you can do certain things while you do other things. See, we're doing good, so I'm gonna test these and see if they're tender enough for me to start. Yep, they are. So while those are cooking, I'm gonna cut this meat up, okay, and put it back in there, and then put my greens in there. Again, the collard greens recipe is already on there. Okay? All right, see you soon. I've had these in here for 30 minutes. I'm just gonna scoop the stuff on here. I put another thing of butter on there too, okay? So I'm just gonna still want to dry out. Okay. This one too. Okay. Just, you know, checking on it. And I think I'm gonna let it go for to an hour because they're not browning. So it's 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna add 15 more minutes and check it again, okay? Great, this is 30 minutes in, and so I've added a little more butter, and I'm just scooping, I've scooped the juice on it like that. This one here, same thing, I've scooped the juice, 30 minutes in, and it's not as brown as I want it, so I'm gonna let it go 15 more minutes. I'm gonna add 15 more minutes to it. So that has it at an hour. Okay, these babies are done. So scratch what I said about 350 earlier because it took a little longer than I thought. So let's say 400 hour and 15 minutes. 400 hour and 15 minutes because for Cornish hen, you want the internal temperature to be between 165 to 175. So I use this thermometer here to put in it to check it. That's how you can always check. You can always Google like how long, what's the internal temperature for meat to have it perfect the way you want it. Then we've got the collard greens over here. All the pots and everything that I use are on bosswomencook.com. Go to KK's recommended products. You can buy them straight from the website. These, I cut these off. They are done. They smell good. They taste good. But with a Magnalite pot, you have to kind of cut it off at least about 20 minutes before doneness because this thing continues to cook even after. But yep, all done. Oh, one thing I didn't tell you I did, I took one of the rosemaries out and put it on top here, okay? So I took one of the rosemary out and put it on top. I basted it throughout. Don't keep checking and checking and checking it too much because when you open the oven, excuse me, the oven has to heat back up every time that you open it and close it. So be careful not to do that too much, but baste it so it can stay juicy. All right, so that is it. And I've got some leftover wild rice that I'm gonna pair it with. All right, hope this was helpful.